I'm Taylor, and this is my student Alana. Today, Alana, we're going to just be learning about some breathing techniques that are important for any type of brass instrument, woodwind instrument, and vocal. And the first thing we're going to do is just learn how to take a correct breath. So what you're going to do is keep a big open kind of O shape with your mouth, and make sure you are breathing out with your diaphragm instead of in or anywhere else on your body. So you're going to just take a deep breath, cold, so it hits the back of the throat, it makes a big cold air, and then breathing out, and then when you're pushing it back out, do it at a direct kind of pace, and you know what I mean, and like direction, and then kind of, and your abdomen's going to kind of go back in again. Okay. So let's take a deep breath. Okay. Keep our mouths open. O. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then out. Okay, this is how I'm going to count 4. And then we can breathe in for 4 and then let out 4. Okay, ready? 2, 3, 4. Good, 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 good. So you're out. You feel that out. Let me watch you. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good job, good job. Okay, so now let's try doing a 2-beat breath in, because you know in music you're going to only have a second to breathe in versus 4. So let's just take a 2. 1, 2. So you still realize you have enough air to hold or sustain 4 beats or more. So let's do one more of those. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hold on. I didn't breathe right. Okay. Let's do 4 and then breathe the 2. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure all that's out. Sometimes even after the 4, I still have more. Sometimes you don't have enough. Okay. So let's now move on to the mouthpiece. Lana, this was mine, this was yours, I said? Yes. Okay. First thing we got to do is form a correct embouchure. Okay. It's a little difficult at first. It took us all a while, but good tip that I think helped everyone, or always helps people, is just think of saying the word M. And the way your mouth forms. So M. 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 So you realize after you say the word M, your corners are still a little bit firm, and they're still... You're not puffing out your cheeks. You're not doing any of that. That's going to maybe happen. So when we say the word M, M, M. Now what I want to do is kind of incorporate the breathing and then say the word M. So let's take a good 2-second breath, or 2-beat breath, and then kind of think of, or let's form, okay, this is how I want to do it. Let's form an M shape and then take in that breath as we would if we put the mouthpiece to our mouth, okay? So let's form an M. M. Okay, and we're going to slightly open mouth to take in our breath. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of is not exactly the same, but it kind of keeps how you have to keep it closed. Okay, so now let's kind of introduce the mouthpiece. Okay, we want it 50-50, not off the side, neither side, not more on the top lip, more on the bottom. Okay. Just kind of even, kind of lick your lips, keep a little bit moisture. And then let's kind of just bring it with your less dominant hand. Bring it up. And so we want to have a 50-50. Okay, good. Good placement. Now think of saying the word M. 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 Okay. You want to take a deep breath and try? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. First thing I noticed that you did, kind of putting too much tension and air in the front and like kind of puckering a little bit. So we want to just kind of keep it kind of flat, no puffing, but just keep it firm like the M. So okay. M. Okay. So just take the breath at your own leisure. Okay. Okay, so you went to adjust it. So now let's try it again. We're gonna put it there first. Take our breath. And now, hold on 1 second. Okay, a little bit. Okay, try. Let me just open this again. Okay, let's bring it up again. Let me see. It's kind of hard for me to watch at the same time. Okay. Kind of, so you're not making, before you want to bring it up, make that M shape. M. Keep those corners firm. Your lips are a little bit in, but not really. Just slightly. Good. Came out more. See, now I could tell like before you were like a little out and then was less in. Okay, so let's try that one more time. Go ahead.
M.
Okay, so you know it's kind of staggered. Let's just take a shorter burst of air, but even. Okay, so let's just take a good 3, 4, or 4 beat kind of breath instead of longer. So. Okay, M again. I can tell your lips are too open and far apart, so.
M.
Okay, I know what you're doing. Okay, we're puckering. The problem with this is puckering, and that's an issue I think a lot of us had. You just kind of, like I was saying earlier, like I kind of feel like it's like Botox. You can't really adjust that. You're kind of just stuck like this. So when you say the M, you don't want to keep your lips back to the way they initially are. You want to just kind of keep them flat, kind of, you know, but not in or anything. But so when you see mine, I'm saying M, so I'm keeping that and I'm adjusting, and then. See? Yeah. Okay, do that. Okay, one more time. M. Keep the corners tighter. There you go. Keep them a little more. Okay. And it's just you're running out of air. Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to move on to is a little bit of our Remington long-term exercises that Dr. Butler gave us. Or Mr. Butler. Doctor. You can be doctor soon. Mr. Butler. And we're just going to try to do our C. Okay? Even though this is B-flat trumpet, it's technically lower. But, okay. So if we can attempt to match this pitch, I still have an issue because I'm higher, but, okay. Let's just try to get just a sound. Any sound is good. See, mine's even a little like half the lower, but yeah. Okay. But another thing I do need to tell you is how we articulate when we play. We use the words ta, 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 ta. It's just the way your tongue kind of is a little bit more forward, as you can feel that. Ta. So if let's practice some breathing. So just a deep breath, and let's just do da, ta, 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 with one breath, okay? So let's breathe in for 4 and do the same thing I just did. Ta, 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 ta. I add an extra. Okay. And then let's go back to doing that. So now that if we want to do C, 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 let's just do C, 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 C. Okay. Okay, so when you think of that, it's the same thing as if you're saying it, but just now that you're in the M shape, kind of. Okay? So, take our deep breath. Go ahead, your turn. Don't worry about pitch. We're just gonna word. Okay. Too much forward. Moving forward. Keep it flat. In your mouthpiece might be a little bit more on the top. Make it a little bit more even. There you go. It's just forming the flat M. No, a little bit. Okay, go ahead. Okay. But let's just, if we try to do our last little exercise we need to cover is a kind of like a siren. And what it is just going up with the pitch and going back down. Okay. So if you listen to me. Okay, I'm not adjusting anything. I'm just realizing how my lips are kind of moving. It's just something to understand. I mean, it's kind of difficult now that we're still just learning our pitch. But one more time with the buzz. Keep the M shape. M. Okay. And yeah, it's just the I think it's just the breath. So let's just take 1, 2, breathe. Do that one more time.
M.
Okay, make sure you're breathing. Take your time and breathe. See, it's coming. It's coming. This is our first lesson, so she did great. Thank you, Alana.
Thank you.